No matter what, I am still greatness under the stipulation. Thank you, sir.
But
so
you weren't great when we started the segment.
Our
So
producer didn't even say she was pushing the button.
She actually
like
did.
But we
And
were
I
talking,
heard, so you weren't paying
because I
attention.
was talking to our new guest.
Right, you should have been multitasking. You got two
And
ears,
you right
so
here.
one ear
You right
listens
here.
and the other
I'm so glad
ear
we're about to
listen
talk about
to,
relationship.
you know, saying,
Lord
you know,
have mercy.
See, people just, you give somebody an opportunity and they just mess it up, and now the next person,
is that what
you
it
know,
is?
just ruin it for everybody.
Did I ruin it for you?
But God don't waste the oil now. He'll pass the oil. He'll pass the mantle.
No, you can't
Pass the
put
mantle.
new wine into old wine.
I'll be on your side today.
So, you know, it's,
That's
you know,
that's
just,
Bible.
just keep her in prayer.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
You know what? I'm
Bless
so
the
glad
Lord.
Bobby is here because he's gonna let you know all of this. All of this. Just went straight Beetle. What was the Bumblebee Transformer right here? Oh yeah, he just went
man.
Megatron on this.
I
Because
thought she was
before,
gonna say Beetlejuice. I was gonna say
nah, he is Bumblebee. He just really transformed
No, we just
totally
love
from the
Lord.
lines.
we love the Lord.
The Lord.
It's got a T on
With
it.
the T.
Lord.
With the
The
T.
man of God.
Yeah, exactly. Amen. And amen.
So they was on
Yeah.
something when they said
well.
period.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They were onto something. That's right.
Yes.
That means I meant that.
That's my inner ratchet.
Inner ratchet.
You have inner
It's
ratchet?
a little inner ratchet.
He or you?
I have a little
You
inner
have?
ratchet.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
I would have never known that.
is-
I have
met-
visited with you before.
Yes.
And I did not sense in the spirit
The ratchet.
there was
The
ratchetness
ratchetness.
on the deep down in the sha-na-na in the that region.
It's between Cardi and the cross.
Oh,
Is that your new book coming out? Between Cardi and the Cross?
Cardi and the cross.
and the cross. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's the.
There's a
I was
space.
gonna.
I'd read that.
There is a space between Cardi and the cross.
There is a space.
I
There's a
dwell.
picture
There is
of my
space.
wife.
I dwell.
Really?
Yeah, with like a Bible in one hand and the other hand's like this.
You know how fish get in water and they just swim, but they flounder on land? See, that's where my brilliance, it comes through.
Okay.
Right in that, like, yeah.
Oh.
that's-
Floundering.
Now,
Okay.
No floundering. It's, I'm brilliant right
now
in there.
did you know this prior to the marriage, or did you discover this afterwards?
I didn't know
When you were attracted to the cross or the Cardi, that's what I'm saying now.
when we met.
Which
it was
one?
the Cardi.
Which one hooked you in?
Yeah, it was. But we've known each other since high school, so I knew it was there.
Oh,
Oh,
he knew the whole
I
thing.
knew it was
she
there.
wasn't
I got a
saved
little-
at that time.
No.
He said, "Oh no, oh no."
Just a little bit.
Oh goodness.
I have a training
Help you,
manual
Lord.
that will assist you.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Outside of the training manual, can you just pray for me?
Yes. I
He's like, I'm learning as I go. But just
Keep me in
But
prayer.
you know, I appreciate that about her. In the same breath, though, because we need to be balanced out. You can't be all the way one way all of the time.
They say you're so heavenly bound.
no earthly.
Wow.
Yeah,
Look at that.
That's Bible.
especially like with what we do and the people that we encounter. If they're not able to see that we understand and acknowledge the fact that we weren't always saved,
Right.
what we do is of no effect anyway.
That's true.
So I need to be able to say, yeah, I heard 2 Chainz's new album, or yeah, man, that new DJ Khaled is fire. But I also need to be able to say, have you heard of Cody Kerns? Do you know who Hillsong is, or have you heard the new Kurt Franklin? Like to be able to bridge the
D1.
gap.
Yeah.
And so it's necessary because a lot of times people, they want to be able to say, you get where I am, but I want to get where you are. It's like Acts 2. Tell me, like a sound gets released and people come. Nobody really cared about what your walk of life was. There was a sound coming out of you, and I want that. And so with our brand, like it's really, that's the nature of it, is from the guttermost to the uttermost.
Right. And I think the
Who
thing
might
that's
you be,
missing.
though?
Oh yeah.
My name is Jamar Jenkins.
Okay.
And my wife and I have a brand. It's called Relationship Over Religion.
Okay.
It's a lifestyle brand.
Okay.
We are faith-based, obviously, and it's really about the vertical relationship with God. people see our shirt and they draw thought bubbles on us at times, and it's like, oh, this is about relationship with my friends over going to church. No,
We get that a lot.
we get that a lot. But
That's a good thing.
But it is.
Right.
I don't agree with that shirt. Tell me why. Because we about to talk.
What it mean?
Why you don't
Conversation
agree?
starter.
Right.
You don't even know what it means. So
Right.
you don't agree.
Who might you be?
I'm Shaun. Hi. Yes.
You're Shaun.
I'm
Okay.
Shaun and Jamar.
Girl, you better put your last name on that.
Oh, Jenkins. I am.
He said you better put that last name.
He said, I bought that.
Right.
I
With a
paid a
price.
price. That's right.
It's on
What's
paper.
that, a dowry?
Right.
You paid a dowry?
Yes.
Dowry.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
40
old
acres and a
fashioned.
mule. Right.
Hey, but it works.
Yeah.
You know?
I sold a woman for some,
Oh.
it was how many?
I don't even know.
It was 12 cows.
I don't know where we going.
12 cows. No.
We never
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
Everything
That
we
happens.
do.
No, it's not hard. I'm serious.
You
You're talking
sold-
about dowry and stuff. I was in Africa. We were on a missions trip. There was a group of us together, and we were in the Masai Mara.
Oh, we were
And the
serious.
prince was looking for. No, they're serious.
Yeah, I know now.
The prince was looking for a wife, and he was attracted to one of the people that, pastoring, so I got my people with me.
sold
So
her for some Angus.
he came to me and said, is she available? And she was single. And I'm like, well, what you got for it? And he said, I got 12 cows. And I went over to her, and I explained, not her, but the one I was with.
That's not how this
Two
story
cows.
ends. 2 cows.
Hell.
And I'm pescatarian, so
Oh,
So I went to
Cows
her,
over here.
and I was like, look,
I don't
I
do
got
much for
12
2
cows if you will be his
12.
wife.
Wow.
And she started crying. I didn't understand why she was crying, but she broke out in tears.
I would've
She wanted to go back home.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll call your daddy and let him know, and your peoples and whatnot. You'll be okay. All of this can be yours. The whole Zamunda thing. I'm trying to hook her up. I'm trying to do her a favor.
For 12 cows.
For 12 cows.
how you gonna get them through customs?
And that is where the issue came in. So I had to bring her back with me.
Oh,
But if I could have figured out a way, you would have sold, and you'd be the queen of Zamunda today.
How you gonna get them through customs?
wow.
You trying to get in touch with Outback from Africa?
Plane. That's a big cargo carrier.
Like,
But I figured it happened
How
somewhere.
many years worth of food is that?
12 cows. Depends
12
on how many
cows.
people at the table.
and depending on the size of the
You
people.
can chop it up. That's
It'd
good.
be
That's
worth
good
more
eating.
if it were 11 cows and a bull.
Oh.
Because see, then you got reproduction.
Reproduction. I ain't think about
That's-
that.
See?
I needed you over there.
You know?
The next time I go, you gonna be my.
So she could have sat in on a faulty deal.
Negotiate the right way.
Lady glad she got to go home.
Even after the negotiation, how are the cows still and the bull still gonna get here? Or you gonna relocate?
You know, franchise.
We gonna work it out somehow.
Yeah.
All right
Work it out
there.
somehow. So we're gonna get Bobby to come with us.
Oh,
And then he gonna work out the logistics of how that's gonna work and stuff.
Bobby looks
See,
like he's
got
not in agreement with
international
us.
Bobby's a
ministry.
musician, so we're gonna be the Pan Piper of cows, and you're gonna play, and they're gonna come.
yeah. I'll be the David of cows. Sure, why not?
Exactly.
David.
Did it for sheep. I can do it for some cows.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I love your
Modern day.
attitude.
That's what I'm talking about.
Your face don't agree, but I love your attitude.
Peter, do you love me? Feed my cow.
Like it's the right thing to say.
Right.
My soul is not in agreement, but I'm gonna say what's
You know,
right.
you gotta read the room. You gotta say the right thing for them, but let the camera know what's
Speak
really
those
going
things
on.
that are not. So they were. I think I can. I think I can. I think I
There it
can.
is.
I think.
I think of cows. I think of cows. That's what that end up being.
I just want to come home with a cow. That's all I want. If I'm
Yeah,
doing all that
exactly.
work, I'm gonna
You'll,
eat some steak after this.
you'll never go hungry.
You won't go hungry.
You won't go hungry. I'm letting you
It's
know.
got the A1 and the Heinz 57.
That's
Look, I'm
right.
pescatarian and lactose intolerant.
Oh, Lord.
Nothing.
I guess you're not coming.
At all.
You're not coming.
You
Yeah.
can't even have no. Well, we're not supposed to drink cow's milk anyway. Cow's milk is for baby cows.
You know they.
I don't give cows.
Why do we
milk.
just now
They
come
for
around to that
baby.
realization though?
Right.
Like,
That's why we
We just got
lactose intolerant. You're supposed to have it.
No way.
right.
It's true.
Not at all.
But it's so
Respiratory
good. Let's
issues.
talk about it. So good.
Yeah.
You know,
It
funny,
is.
I don't
It's
even
all-
like milk.
But that's a
I don't
word
like
though.
milk.
That'll preach because it's always the things that ain't good for you that
that tastes so good.
Oh,
Yes, it does.
you don't like what it do to you, but you like what it do for you.
Ooh. Yes.
I'm
Give
about
me
to
some
drop the
Krispy
mic.
Kreme.
See?
Yes.
Hot.
Exactly.
The hot sign
And they
on.
come
I'm
out.
ready.
That can only mean one thing.
How is that not a parody?
That means that is
How is
Krispy
that
Kreme.
not a parody yet? Somebody got to make that parody.
I don't know.
I know when that
I think I was messing with some Panther fans during one of them really good seasons when the donuts were half price.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was all on my social media. Like I wait on that hotline, that hot like the bling ain't you?
Right.
It was a thing, and then they lost, and I was like, no discount donut check for you guys.
Right.
No.
But you were mad.
No,
You
I
wanted
wasn't.
donuts.
No,
But did you get the donut anyway?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Actually,
you
in-
always want donuts.
In
I
protest,
know you.
during that
Ooh.
season,
She
in
calling
protest,
him out.
in protest of how great of a season that the Panthers were having, because in that particular season they beat my Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. I
We
did
beat
not
them
want anybody's
just once.
Krispy
See, you
Kreme
just
donuts.
blocked your own blessing. You blocked it.
Blessing
That'll preach.
blocker. Come on now.
But you could have gone to
You
Dunkin'
blocking.
Donuts.
No, it just ain't.
I like that.
That ain't the
Coffee,
same.
yes.
Yeah.
Donuts, not so much.
They donuts
They
ain't the
got
same.
they got a mean croissant.
That was the worst season for me because I can't do the smell of the sugar. First of all, I'd never gone to Krispy Kreme before.
Oh.
Ever.
What?
Mistake.
Someone had brought them like to the office or something. I have never gone.
Oh, you deprived soul.
And nope, I'm okay with it.
She said
But
no.
the funny thing is, the Mecklenburg Sheriff Department, my dad works for them. Every time they won, I had to go pick up the 8 dozen donuts.
Oh.
Dozen.
Oh, they
And
did
this
you
is
wrong.
the crazy thing. I remember going in and gagging because that sugar smell. And I ordered and I went outside. And I was thinking, how they gonna know when my donuts ready? And people kept going in and coming out. And finally I went in and I was like, is my order ready? I didn't know that you had to stand in line and wait for them to come off the line in order to get, so I wasn't even in the line.
Wow.
Like, your
And
donuts
somebody
are
let
gone.
me in front and they was like, I didn't know what you was doing, but you do have to stand here. And then they get, so every time they won, I had to go pick up the donuts and the smell would just make me nauseous.
So you ain't never gonna eat them.
No,
You ain't never-
I'm not. I can't do that level of sugar.
Yeah.
I don't have the ability to take it. So I can't stand, what's that other place? Cinnabon.
Oh.
I can't do that smell.
I wish I
either.
had your
Right.
honest
That's
disgust
goodness
for
and-
sugar.
Honestly,
Yeah.
right.
Listen.
Like,
Cinnabon, that's what one
That
people
would
say.
help me.
That's like,
Yeah.
let you know there's a God.
Right.
That's the only
Yeah.
thing that's standing between
how
me
you
and my
know.
ideal body is my
Right.
ability to consume
Right.
all the sugar.
Now, I'm a big girl gone thin, so I've not always been that way. But after eating clean and not being around that, it just has a very adverse, a nauseating effect.
but like
Wow.
before,
They went up there.
how had you never had Krispy Kreme before?
I never went.
How? That's a
Somebody always brought
I'm
them.
sort of guilty of that. I had my first Krispy Kreme. I've been here in Charlotte for 19 years.
Wow.
I've had my first Krispy Kreme 2 years ago.
Did you go get it?
Yeah,
He
no,
went 17
somebody
years without no Krispy
forced
Kreme.
me. They force fed it to me.
so if it wasn't for this
I
one
protested
person,
and I didn't want it. And this person said, "You gonna eat today?" And they held me down. It was like
You eat
5
the
of
donut,
them.
enemy.
Really?
You gonna eat this?
They held me down and they made me eat a Krispy Kreme donut because they said, "You're not living unless you eat a Krispy Kreme donut."
Did you hear Richard Smallwood and his choir in the background when you took a bite? Just
He been
all,
eating them ever since. That Luke says I've been eating them ever since.
you heard Total Praise playing in the background, didn't you? Yes. It was just heavenly. I've been missing this.
Smallwood and the choir.
Where have you been my whole life?
I never
Went in.
Yeah.
I never went to that.
Yeah, that's it.
Over
Like,
there.
oh, it is so. The
clouds opened up.
Yes, Lord.
Was the donut hot when they
Yeah.
gave it to
Oh
you?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He
So
had an official.
And then he saw the train of the Lord fill the temple.
Right. He went behind the veil.
Yes, the glory
yeah.
cloud.
Oh
Yes.
man.
The threshing floor of
But
Krispy Kreme.
I think that smell, it does something. It can, for me, it connects with like my inner child. Like it's just all things whimsical about childhood when I smell it. Like
Whimsical.
it's just like it's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Okay,
You got a golden ticket.
Yes.
Peter Pan and the
sugar and bread.
Neverland.
Yes. Like you know what?
Sugar and bread.
I just made the
The
decision.
thing that hips are made of.
Absolutely.
We don't need them, but we probably gonna go down the street. when we
You
leave.
know,
Y'all done talked it up.
I feel a Krispy Kreme blessing in the atmosphere.
If the light ain't on, we can't stop. 'Cause I
Byron
need a
Cage
full
said it.
experience.
It was in the
Oh,
atmosphere.
it is right down the street.
It is. Oh, it is.
Why y'all do that?
Blessed Savior.
But in my spirit, I'm tasting in my mouth.
Oh, I'm tasting it.
Just the wonderfulness
Ness.
of
This about to be terrible.
a honey oat granola bar. It's just tantalizing.
You tried.
No,
You
it
tried.
didn't. It didn't work.
No,
It did nothing.
no,
It did nothing.
It didn't work.
No.
I'm closer to a Krispy Kreme than whatever that is. So I'm sorry. Proximity, why it ain't working for me. I'm sorry.
Even with the floral language,
It was really good.
It didn't work.
in between pauses, I felt like, oh, this is about to be good.
Yeah.
And by the third pause, I was like, no, this is a curve.
This is terrible. Terrible.
DVR through the commercial. Fast forward.
Yeah. You tried.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, we
Sponsored by granola. No.
I swear I was thinking it.
Yeah.
You said it.
There we go. Yeah.
It's really
we're
good.
gonna take a break and get some act right and come back. And
Okay, you gonna act
maybe
right.
I always act right.
Oh,
Always.
You
called
started.
him out.
In season and out of season.
Okay. Okay.
Act
There
right.
are different variances. Right. Look like.
There's levels to this.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's
Levels
different
of-
extremes.
There's
Yeah.
levels of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. You're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media,
The voice of the community.
I picked up on that voice. I was like, by the second time, I was like, oh, I'm the only one not saying something. Let me get in there.
And we don't tell anybody. We just wait and see if they're gonna
If they're gonna chime in.